back for another week on the Ford. You guys have missed a little bit. Matter of fact, before we even jump into what we're doing here, we'll show you what we've done. Go turn the heater off. So we'll start with the part you guys can't see on camera. We took the drive shaft over to Lima Clutch and Joint today because even though I measured things, the drive shaft was still the wrong length. And we have to go get about an inch taken out of it. It was 68 inches, and realistically, we're getting them to make it 66 3/4. So,
and the other issue,
hopefully we have that back the next day or two.
The other issue is we had a drive shaft that was too short, so when we got one that was too long, at least we can get it cut down.
Yeah, that was the upside with it. Downside is, by the time it's all said and done, we could have almost ordered a new one for about the same price, well, given the fact I paid $100 for the one we got.
Yeah, but if we went to Toledo to the pick and pull, we could have got it.
We could have got one for like $35, and it would have been
done.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then the other thing that you guys can see, we have a driver's side header that is done, that is welded, complete, and on the engine.
Well, almost. We need to put O2 sensors in, but
yeah, we gotta put bungs in for O2 sensors. He wants to go ahead and put them in the headers. I said we can just put them in an exhaust tube after the fact. Neither one of us is wrong.
Fair, now I'm thinking about that, and you say that, where's that pipe at? The flange end for that.
Yeah.
Could always buy one that has O2 sensors in, or O2 bungs in those.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And then we would.
We got to modify those no matter what, because the piping size of the ones we have is way too small.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying we just buy different ones.
We might. I was honestly just going to kind of weld something together and call it a day.
I mean, either way, we got to put
and then
bungs
we can
somewhere.
And we can put bungs in them then. So
we don't have them fully bolted in anyway. There's just two bolts holding that one in.
Yeah, there's just two bolts holding this one in. Just because we wanted to make sure it was fitting, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is close in a couple spots. I don't necessarily like how close it is to the header. We may take like a little notch out of it and bend that, tube over a little bit to just kind of pull it away from the transmission a little bit.
Oh, okay. You said header, so I was confused.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I don't like how close the header is setting to the transmission because like it's almost touching the transmission linkage down there. So given that's got to change anyway. But I know I said words wrong. We both know words mean nothing to me half the time.
You said header next to header, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, well,
This header's too close to the header.
Yeah, the header's too close to the transmission. Oh, and I bolted the dipstick completely in, so that's done. So instead of an $80 dipstick tube for, a GTO, we now have a $25 Timu dipstick tube that I'm sure will be perfectly fine.
Is the one you cut now?
No.
Oh, I was about to say,
that's the
chamfer's really nice.
Thank you. You know what? That is the one I did, but I accidentally drilled a hole in the back of it, so it's useless.
Well, shit.
Or no. That's the reason these have a seal.
That's fair.
See, this is the slip yoke that was on the TH400 originally, which is a bolt-on style, so it doesn't move. This is the reason why that seal was there and why we had to cut it off. Yeah, all right. Some fuel system stuff. Yeah, over here, we are working on swapping these 302 headers to LS flanges. We've got started a little bit on the one. I didn't want to show the other one on camera because I didn't know how much of a nightmare it was going to be watching us do it. Seth is convinced that we need to show this one on camera.
Well, this one's going to be more complicated.
Yeah, this one is going to be more complicated because we have to modify this tube as well. Right now, this tube hits the cross member. So, and I am making sure I'm in frame because I'm looking at it through the camera now. Thanks for making fun of me for that one.
The entire time he's doing the transmission, he's pointing it down.
I'm sitting there talking about the transmission. My hand's here. Transmission's here. The camera's pointed way down here. So it's like, you can see this much of what I'm actually... Yeah, you can see this much.
So I put in the edit. I was like, it's up there.
Never been good with angles there.
Not with this camera. You're right.
I put in the
edit. GoPro, I wasn't terrible. This, for whatever reason, I'm terrible.
Still up there, facepalm. Then he finally gets it in frame. I'm like, finally, we can see it.
Yeah. This is why I shouldn't have him edit, because all he does He doesn't make fun of me while he's here. He just waits and does it all off camera with snarky comments throughout the whole video.
There are so many different things I could have said at that moment too. We'll get there one day, champ.
Oh, you're fired.
You're a full-on explanation of the thing no one can see.
Whatever. Just get the word. Oh, there we go. So that is the flange welded on. Is it pretty? No. Is it perfect? Also no. Does that matter? No. It's what we have. We got a flux core, 110 volt flux core welder, very minimal skill, and just a lot of just fuck it. So it's not going to be perfect. It'll never be perfect with us doing it, but it'll bolt on. Well, it won't bolt onto the car yet. We got to modify this pipe. That's the next thing we got to figure out what and how we're doing.
Yeah, the other one.
But yeah. Because I think I'm going to have to basically almost 90 out of there and then 90 again. Like get those pipes right beside each other.
You're gonna have to do some pie cuts for the first time.
You know what I was thinking we could try doing too and see if it'll work? I could get two, just like,
slip-ons.
Yeah, two like the like, just cut off like tips, the angle cut tips. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know.
I could get one and like kind of shoot it over this way with it, and then another one to shoot it down.
The only downside of those is the fact that they like cut it and then bend it and then weld them. That's why they have those weird fucking bends in them. I don't know. Whatever you decide while I'm not here, it's fine.
Yeah, because I don't know if I trust myself to sit here and do 85 pie cuts by myself. Oh yeah, we're also banking that I finish this header by myself, aren't we?
I mean, you don't have to.
We'll see what happens.
You got a lot more time today than I do, though.
Yeah, I know, because you gotta get ready to go. Like, you should already be out the door.
You got a wire brush for whatever reason.
So
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, you gotta go do the work thing.
I gotta make real money.
Right.
Do real things, real adult things that I don't want to do.
And on that note, if you guys could like and subscribe, that way we don't got to go to work anymore and we can do this all the time. That'd be great. Joking. But still, yeah, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, semi-joking. I mean, would not complain if this became a thing. But at the end of the day, though, we are very well aware we're not Junkyard Digs. We're not Vice Grip Garage. We're not...
Fair, they all started off doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we could be Pole Barn. We are just about as hacky as he is.
To be fair, if anything, we're starting off slightly better than some of those shows.
I guess.
Not in what we're doing, but as, like, quality-wise. Because a lot of those guys, if you go back to the really old video, like when they first started.
Yeah.
Recording-wise and stuff they had wasn't that great.
Well, we're also starting at a different point in time where, like, this setup would have been $1,000, $1,500 when they started versus, you know, now. And GoPros were, like, the best thing ever you could use.
We'll say we are also starting off doing more insane things than usual.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. LS swapping a car that no one really ever LS swaps with the exception of 2 people I could find online. That's perfectly common. I don't know what you're talking about. We definitely are just doing the most average of things.
And everyone works on Ramblers to start a channel.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. But, all right, for now, that's where we're going to cut this. I'm going to come back out later, cut that pipe out so I know exactly where I have to be. Because this section in here is hitting the cross member. So
now, granted, they do make a pipe that could work. We just didn't get those ones because they're like $300. Because they do make a pipe that does go over to here, and these two are side by side and then goes down. But those are $300.
Yeah, there was also a set of, I think it was like Dent Side F-150, 351 headers on Marketplace I seen for $100. That I could have got, and we could have just used the one side, but that seems wasteful.
The other weird part to me about this is, like, the other side was designed that way, so why not, do this on both sides? Because clearly both sides fit the same.
Right.
So, like, the other side, it is over, and then these are next to each other in order to make space for the steering box. The other side doesn't need that if it has the right engine in it.
The only thing I can think of is the offset of the heads is opposite on a Ford.
But also, you gotta think, and the steering box isn't here, so they're probably it's cheaper straight, and then doing all the weird twists, and that's how we sell it for $115 instead.
Yeah.
Which is
and that's the other thing. This is a $115 set of headers and a $50 set of flanges, or $70 set of flanges, one or the other. So we're still sub $200 in this set of headers, which is not bad. Now we will admit the piping size is a bit small for an LS.
Yeah, but
so it's probably going to choke it down a little bit. But for what the plan is for the car, they're good enough.
Daily driver, and those are probably less restrictive than even this is.
Yeah, I mean, overall, those are tiny. So the three cars in question at this point, I know you hate me doing that. This pulling the shirt.
Yeah, I know.
I hate it being all the way down here. The three cars in question, this Galaxie, my Nova, his Firebird, these were all our high school cars. My buddy never actually got to drive this in high school. He went to it was called he went through the Millstream program here in Hancock County, which was so he took an automotive course, and this was his car in the automotive course that he never got finished. So that's kind of, I think, the goal for this year is get the high school hot rods where they're
that's what I saw too, Millstream, and it ran like.
No, it's not.
I gotta go throw tires, so.
Well, have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm sick and I don't want to.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
So Seth went home, and I decided to come back out and start working on the header some more. I didn't film any of it because, frankly, I don't know if I wanted to show the atrocities I was doing to this poor thing on camera. Just know it's not pretty, and we listen and we don't judge. Seth, it's not pretty. Probably not even well designed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a designer. I am not a pro fabricator by any means whatsoever. You guys have seen this time and time again. But it fits, and it will move the exhaust from the front of the car to the back of the car. Those are the two things that matter. So that's what we're doing. So here are the atrocities that we committed. Yes, those used to be two angle cut tips for an exhaust. I didn't have any other pipe that was going to work. I couldn't get my hands on any other pipe that was going to work. I attempted to set my chop saw up for about 30 seconds to make a pie cut, and failed horribly within 36 seconds. So I went with the next best idea I could come up with. I'll be honest with you, if Seth was here, we probably would have did a better job. He would have made me slow down and try something different. But he's not, and now that it's done, he's not going to care. So, and Lucas saw this idea on what I was thinking and how I was thinking about doing it before I even did it, and he went, cool, that's better than I probably would have done myself. So that made me feel better too. But so this now means we have two functioning headers on this car. that was the most difficult part left to figure out. So now we can start kind of throwing the rest of the engine bay together. As you can see back there, I zoom in, that is pointed directly at the transmission. So we're not fully done with the headers, but we are done enough to where they can be bolted on. We're going to do like a little pie cut out of that or something and just bend it over straight, because we got to kind of do the same with both of them. That one's not nearly as bad as the other side, but it's still not great. I would like it to be a little bit more turned. But overall, this is a win. Given the fact that there was nothing sitting on the shelf anywhere that was going to work, we couldn't find, we looked for, even if we had to buy 2 sets of shorty headers, so we had a header for this side and a header for that side, or 2 long tube headers to do this, that were appropriate LS parts, we could not find a set. And we looked. We've been looking for the better part of, well, we put the engine in, I think 3 weeks ago now, 4 weeks ago, something like that. I think 3 weeks ago, yeah. We've been looking this entire time, since the first time that engine set in this car. Even before that, I was looking like, man, that side's going to be weird. So let's see if we can't find something that sets, in a certain way. I couldn't find anything that I thought. Well, I thought looking at it out of the car at first, S10 headers were going to work. And realistically, it would have worked on the passenger side. That would have cleared no problem. Right in, slap it in, be done. Driver side, I don't think stood a chance. And I don't think we could have modified it enough for it to stand a chance. Not in any kind of reasonable way that we knew how to do. I'll put it that way. This made the driver's side head feasible. And these are just some off-the-shelf, literally I bought these ones on eBay, I think for $115 or $120. You could buy these same ones off of Temu for under $100. They're nothing crazy headers. They're called tri-wide small block Ford headers. They're for a 60, I think it was a 64 to 66 Mustang or something like that. Mustang, Fairlane, Galaxie, the whole 9 yards with a small block in them for a 289. So they weren't meant for this setup per se. And the only thing we can come up with on why that one fit so poorly is A, they weren't exactly for this car. B, the 302 might have set back farther in the engine bay, which I think would have taken care of a lot, because if you take those perches and move them, flip them the other way, and move that engine back 2 inches, to where it's basically touching that heater box, that problem pretty much would have negated itself, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. Now, I think that would have made this header a problem still, but then a center dump one would have been fine. We could have threw a set of shorties on it and been fine. But we didn't know what kind of effort that was going to take, and realistically, the oil pan can't go any farther back. It can't really come any farther forward. I think I've said that in every video now, trying to justify why we're doing what we're doing. But everything's kind of is in where it's at and where it has to be. And a lot of it, it's been pure luck that it fit the way it did, how it did. I'm not going to try to act like it's anything other than that, because it's not. It is 100% luck that we slapped this together the way it did, and it worked. And we're fine with that. I have no problem with being good or being lucky and not good. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's just we're coming together. So I don't know what else. I don't know if we're going to do anything else this video, to be honest with you. Me and the wife's going to go get the drive shaft tomorrow. So I will probably try to come out tomorrow night for a hot second, throw the drive shaft in, make sure it fits, and that will probably be it for this video, was the header and the drive shaft. Which, probably doesn't seem like a lot was done in the grand scheme of things, but man, getting headers on this was a lot of work. So, and yeah, we didn't film the entire driver's side header because we had no idea what we were doing for that one. So we wanted to get one done, and honestly, that was the easy one. So we figured we'll knock out the easy one off camera. We'll do the hard one basically on camera, and we did a lot of it on camera. So, yeah, I don't know. That is officially like the hard parts of the swap. So I have found a radiator that's supposed to be for a 64, 66. 64 to like 68 Galaxie, Fairlane, Mustang, a whole 9 yards with a small block like 302 in it, and the inlet and outlet are both on this side, and it's already got an electric fan and stuff mounted to it. So I'm going to get that ordered. Hopefully it is. Well, matter of fact, I'm going to do some measuring tonight and make sure it's the right size before I order it and screw myself. Because I am tired of doing Amazon returns. So, as long as it's the right size, they're both on this side. The water pump and everything, the routing for both hoses is going to be super easy. I know Lucas wants to make sure we hook his heater box back up because he still wants heat, which on this is going to be easier than it's been on everything else. I've got to figure out what adapter I need to go from this to the LS power steering pump. I've already test fitted the truck accessory drive, bolts on, clears everything, so we're good there. That means we can use basically a stock accessory drive for a truck. We are using an LS1 like Camaro style water pump where the water neck comes straight out. But we've got the adapters to make the spacing correct. We're not using that one before you see it with the threads on it. That's not the one we're using. There's a brand new one in one of the boxes here. I think it's that box. That's the one we're using. So I'm not trying to make Lucas's stuff too janky. But yeah, at this point, from here, this is all a downhill fight now. So we can I mean, this is literally throw together a fuel system, throw the wiring on it, and swap out the throttle body for a cable throttle body because we're not doing drive-by-wire. And realistically, this thing could start in a day if someone wanted to take the time. We're not trying to rush it, but that's where we're at. I think the next steps we're going to get figured out is Seth, I think, wants to move on to fuel, which is going to be getting the fuel ran from the engine to the fuel pump we're going to put under the car to, I don't know where he put it, from the fuel pump to here, from here to the engine, or no, from the fuel pump to the engine, from here to the fuel pump, and then from the engine back into here, because this is where all of that's going to go. This is going to be the little surge tank in the trunk, and then we got to install a little click-clack pump in the actual fuel tank under the car. So that's definitely not going to be this video though. So yeah, all right, I'm rambling at this point. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when I get the drive shaft. Alright, so I got another quick little update for you guys. I'm not going to crawl completely under the car to show you because I can show you from right here. Drive shaft is in. We got it back. It is completely done. As you can see, the clearance to the tunnel is not super great. It's a little tight because it's a big drive shaft. We have a little bit more stick out at the yoke than I would have liked. We've got, I'm going to say we probably have maybe just shy of 2 inches of engagement right now the way the car sits. And when I say that, I mean we were probably setting it like 1 inch and 15/16. So we might as well call it 2 inches of engagement. And it will go farther in from here. It won't come back out anymore. So it should be good to go from where it is. We ended up getting it done at 66 3/4 inches just to be a little on the safe side. We probably could have went with just 67 inches straight, been in just a tad bit farther, maybe been a bit more comfortable. If we really find that we don't like this and we don't trust this setup, we do have the U-joints and stuff to where that one is a 1350 U-joint, and we have a 1330 to 1350 U-joint conversion joint to go from that to what's on the drive shaft itself. We could put that yoke in, be a little deeper into the transmission than we are already. If we really feel we need to go that route, I don't think we need to. We ordered a smoke machine so we can like plug off the headers and see if they're gonna, if we have any leaks in it. Me and Seth talked about it. We do want to clean this header up some more, make it look a little bit better than it does, and then paint it. This one being flat black doesn't look too bad. I would like to maybe do gloss black or clean them up to where we could, dare I say, paint them silver. We'll see. But that's the project, the progress. Probably the last of the progress for this week. Probably, maybe not the last of the progress for this video. I think Seth is planning to come over and do some stuff and add to this film too. I've been doing that's not Seth's truck. I know you guys have seen this truck in the background in the videos before. That's my neighbor's truck. I just did a tune-up for him. So I am currently waiting for him to come grab it. And then Lucas took his seats. He was here a little bit ago because we're now putting those seats that are up there in, because he has a set of Nissan 240SX seats he wants to put in here, but he wants to reupholster them first. So those old, I believe, Saturn seats will be just fine in here and give him something he can drive around with until he gets around to reupholstering them to match the interior of the car. So the drive shaft makes me happy. I've done the math. We are in total into that drive shaft $400 now, which means we could have just bought a brand new one. Or not even literally a brand new one from like Speedway Motors, and it would have been like $380 by the time I got here. Been the right length, but it would have been steel. So this one being aluminum weighs half the amount. It's twice as big around and twice as durable. He will definitely break one of those U-joints way before he ever obliterates that drive shaft. And it's just better off that way. Yeah. I will catch you guys next time. Maybe I'll be back before the end of this video. We'll see. Yeah. All right. So, header things are done. Ish. I need a hat. Where's my hat?
You always need a hat. Stop
I look weird on camera without a hat. Don't say a fucking word.
My exact words are gonna be, you look weird on camera?
Shut up. But, yeah. We have, with this handy-dandy freaking smoke machine, which we should have showed you on camera, that makes him about die every time it turns on. It's kind of hilarious. We found I had, amazingly, only had, what, like 3 little pinholes?
Yeah, and an explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. And we learned that's flammable.
I had a feeling. I said something.
You did say something. I'll give you that. So my thought was, if I'm watching it leak out and I weld it, voila, I can plug the leak.
My mindset was,
makes sense.
Oil vapor explosion.
Asshole. He's correct.
So I walked to the other side of the shop.
And as he's walking to the other side of the shop, I strike an arc and then poof. This comes shooting out of the header.
Why do all the explosions happen at this point?
I don't know. All I can say is this thing shot out of the header like you scared an OnlyFans girl.
Oh. I don't think they get scared easily. They say big black things a lot.
That's fair. But yeah, the header's done. So we patched up those. We cut right around here. Right around there.
This area.
And we bent the whole pipe over so it's not running into the transmission anymore. And like I said, I looked at the other one. The other one doesn't look nearly as bad. I think I did the thing where I was looking at you and the camera wasn't looking at you. So there's a great view of your nipple, which somehow can be seen through 2 layers of clothing. That's weird.
I got some pronounced nipples.
Apparently. But yeah. So that's header's done. Drive shaft is done. That is.
You actually put it in the car?
Yes.
Fully?
I got to bolt the back of it in. He didn't have the straps. He went and bought them. So, but it is setting in where all that needs done is the straps need put on and tightened down.
Now, last thing for these headers is O2 bungs, and we're done.
Yep. We're gonna worry about them later. I'm not worried about them right now. So, because once we get everything complete and in the car, then we can kind of see better where, okay, we want them here.
Yeah, I just don't want to use the gaskets until...
Yeah, same. I don't want to use the gaskets until that point. I just figure there's not much of a point in worrying necessarily about where the O2 bungs are going to be.
Every time I see the fact that they're 2 tailpipe pieces, it makes me laugh.
Shut up. You know what? Say what you want, but that really didn't turn out that bad.
No. It will work.
And that is partly the reason why I went with a slightly bigger tube. Because we both know in these sections, it's neck down some. So it balances out to where it's this size.
I don't really care. Not my car.
And Lucas thought it was a great idea. So the owner's okay with it, so I'm okay with it.
I feel like that's one of those ones he'll go back to, like, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Nah, it might be later, but we'll cross that bridge then. The radiator showed up. Gonna work great.
I'm sure at some point in life, someone will fucking make headers for this.
Oh, one day. Hell, maybe we'll do it. No. Yeah. But then back here, we now have, there's the low pressure pump, the straps for the drive shaft, the adapters for, low pressure pump, straps for the drive shaft, the fuel injector adapter wires, spark plugs, high pressure fuel pump, transmission cooler lines. I don't rightly remember what's in that box. Mufflers.
I'll need those.
And over here is the fuel line kit, fuel filter.
I'm pretty sure that sheet of steel out there.
Throttle body. It might be. It's only shiny on one side, I can tell you that. And he's welded to it before, so it welds.
I mean, stainless welds. I'm just saying.
Might be a little harder to bend, yeah. Every panel you do now might just be flat.
I mean...
Spark plug wires. So, a vast majority of what we need to finish the car is laying here. So, I think this is the thing that you were most concerned with, too.
What,
that's the shifter.
No, I just had an idea of how to do it. That probably would have been cheaper than the shifter, for being honest.
What? To do what you wanted to do? Yeah. Maybe. This will be stronger, though, I will say that. Not that's necessarily under... All thread is not that strong, don't try me. It's not.
It is when you heat treat it.
Don't care.
We have a torch and we have got oil.
It's not as strong as that.
If I can get it out.
See? It's already stronger than you. Good enough.
The box.
Oh my god. Which means the rod's perfect, because the rod's stronger than the box.
That's a very long rod.
It is. But if you notice, it's only threaded at one end. The other end doesn't thread. So if we need it to be shorter, we can cut it down. I'm honestly not worried about it being too long. I'm worried about it being too short. So.
Whatever. It's good enough. Right in the oil.
Set it in oil. No, don't. Because I will kick it there and it will end up in there. And then we're both going to whine about it later.
I'm not going to whine about it. You will. I'm like, that's now a Kurt job. And then I'll walk away.
You will whine about me whining about it.
It will be no different than any other time that you're whining about something else.
That's fair. Yeah. All right. So this is where we're going to call the video, I think.
I suppose. I've barely been here for it, so.
I know. So on that note, guys, like he said before, like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye. Wanna say bye?
No.
No? Wow, that's rude. The camera's even looking at you. You can't even say bye to the people.